Hey everybody, John the Other here, obviously. Now, if you have been watching MGTOW content producers, my channel or anybody else who does MGTOW stuff, for more than a couple of weeks, you will probably be aware that in the last year or so there was a fairly long, protracted, heated, and in some cases bitter debate about whether marriage and MGTOW were compatible. And I'm not going to go into all of the reasons why, all the logic and all the arguments back and forth. Just that it was more or less concluded en masse by most people within the MGTOW community that marriage and MGTOW are not compatible. Not that you're a bad person if you're married, or that you're evil or stupid or any of that, just that these are categories that don't overlap. That's the one rule in MGTOW. I mean, you can do almost anything else. You can use any language, you can have any associations, you can follow any path in life, you just can't be married and MGTOW, and that's the one rule. Today I'm going to suggest a second rule. Now, my second rule isn't a do or die. It isn't like you're not MGTOW anymore if you don't do this. This is only a suggestion, but here is my suggested second rule, and it is don't do rescues. Now, as soon as I say don't do rescues, I know there's going to be a small faction of people that say, what do you mean don't help people? That's not what I mean. In fact, I'm going to have to distinguish between rescue behavior and genuine assistance. Being a rescuer isn't the same thing as helping someone, offering genuine help to someone who is cooperative in accepting your help and, getting out of whatever difficult situation they are in. Rescue behavior is actually it's one position in a three-part psychological drama game. Now, I have known about what I called the rescue triangle for most of my adult life. It's just, one of those things that you kind of know about. If not formally, then you're just aware of it. So I did a little research. I just Googled, and I found the Wikipedia page, and it's correctly called, I believe, the Karpman Drama Triangle. Not Cartman from South Park, Karpman, K-A-R-P-M-A-N, Drama Triangle. Now, this is a psychological game that people play, and I don't mean game as in we have fun. It's a habitual behavior that people fall into, and it's dysfunctional. There are three positions in this game, although it is only played by two people at a time. You don't have three people occupying all three roles. There's the victim role, there is the rescuer role, and then there is the persecutor role. Now, for men, in my view, and this is just opinion here, this is not me reading some formal stuff, I think for men, the point of entry into this dysfunctional three-role dynamic is as the rescuer. Men most easily fall into this dynamic as a rescuer. Women probably most easily fall into it as the victim, because victimhood in the female world is a position of power. Because men can enter as victim and women can enter as rescuer too. I'm just saying that it is sort of most commonly understandable for women to enter as the victim and men to enter as the rescuer. The problem is that you traverse the roles once you're into this triangle. You, from the victim, go to being the persecutor, and the person you're persecuting would be the person who entered as rescuer. They become the victim. And I have seen this play out in the MGTOW community twice in recent weeks. I'm not going to say who. In one case, the victim was a woman. In another case, the victim was a man. And of course it involves other people who get sucked in as rescuer, they eventually become victimized, the victim becomes a persecutor, and so on. So my suggestion as the second rule of MGTOW after no marriage is don't be a rescuer. Don't enter the rescue triangle. Now obviously we have an idea of don't be a victim already in this community. But that's my suggestion. I will talk about this in significantly more depth in a following video. As a second optional rule to a path of MGTOW, don't do rescues or don't be a rescuer. And everybody, thanks very much for watching, and of course, have a lovely day.